Romeo Leblanc may have been a man who, in the course of his life, did some amazing things for Canada, but in his heart, he was always that little kid from Brunswick, who loved Acadian food, who loved playing baseball, and who dreamed of watching his favorite baseball team, the New York Yankees. As a boy, he never would have imagined that one day he would become such a well-known and well-loved public figure. He was very well loved by his family, but he just wasn't able to do manual labor as well as his siblings. He was really different. He was an intellectual, and he really wasn't like the other kids. There's also the fact that his mother died when he was just 8 years old. Then there were his brothers. One of them had a bad car accident and couldn't work on the farm anymore. His other brother, Antoine, died tragically of a brain disease. Opportunities arose for him when he was younger. For example, at a young age, he was offered a free education at St. Joseph's College.
Père Lapalme tried again, making an offer. "Tell you what," he said, "if you give the college that winter's load of wood, St. Joseph's will give your boy a year's free tuition." Romeo's father shook his head, saying, "Merci, no. All my sons work on our farm."
His father refused because he simply didn't realize how important this was to Romeo. Luckily, his sister Emilie would eventually donate money to pay for his tuition, and he was able to finish high school at St. Joseph's College. It had a snowball effect, opening all sorts of doors for him. He received a scholarship to study at the famous Sorbonne in Paris. How many young people could say that they received a scholarship to study in a foreign country? At one point, he became a journalist in Montreal, but after a while, journalism couldn't sustain him financially because of his brother's accident. He had to return to New Brunswick from Montreal to help his brother and help pay for the medical bills. He began his political career as press secretary for the Pearson government. After that, he became press secretary for Pierre Elliott Trudeau, the next prime minister. And finally, he eventually ran for member of parliament in the riding of Westmoreland, Kent, and won with a big majority. Following this, he was appointed Minister of Fisheries and Oceans. But as he said himself, "Don't call me Minister of Fisheries, call me the Minister of Fishermen," because he was a man of the people.
Romeo's major accomplishment was to set a 200-mile fishing limit off the Atlantic and Pacific coasts, and later the Arctic Ocean. The new limit protected Canadian fish by keeping other nations from fishing inside Canadian waters.
This has a big impact on his life and also his reputation. Eventually, the Prime Minister asked him if he would like to become a member of the Senate. And shortly after that, he was asked to become the President of the Senate. The Prime Minister at the time, Jean Chrétien, certainly noticed the effect Romeo was having in the political world, and he asked him if he would like to become the Governor General of Canada, the highest political position in the country. Being such a humble man, he was really surprised and had serious doubts as to whether he could handle the position, but he ended up accepting it.
He talked about First Nations people and how we must respect their equality along with their differences. He proclaimed June 21st National Aboriginal Day, saying, "Many cities in Canada are less than 100 years old, but Aboriginal people have lived in this land for more than 100 centuries."
Romeo Leblanc certainly had a great impact as Governor General for 5 years. After that, he took a well-deserved retirement. It goes without saying that the people of Memramcook are extremely proud of Romeo Leblanc's legacy.